All rise. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The Blount County Legislative Body, excuse me, is now in session with the Honorable Gary Farmer, Chairman, presiding. All persons having business with this Honorable Commission, draw near, give attention, and you all shall be heard. God save the United States of America, the great state of Tennessee, and this Honorable Commission. Boy Scout Troop 88 will lead us in the pledge of allegiance to the American flag.
Present the colors. Salute. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Two. Color guard for cover. Thank you all. Y'all may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's April 19th Commission meeting. Have all commissioners registered their attendance? Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, you have 17 members present and 4 commissioners absent. Commissioners Archer, King, Lewis, and Monroe are absent.
Thank you very much, ma'am. 17 present, 4 absent.
Before we get started, let me read the emergency evacuation procedures. In the event of an emergency evacuation, an alarm will sound. Everyone should exit the building by way of the nearest stairwell in a safe and effective manner. If the nearest stairwell is blocked by smoke, use the other stairwell. Do not use the elevator. Once you have reached the main floor, follow the exit signs to exit the building and quickly proceed away from the building. Please be mindful of others evacuating and of emergency vehicles.
Thank you very much. Now stand for a motion to set tonight's agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Bennett. Second by Commissioner Carver. Seeing no lights, please vote to set.
Hang on just a second. Okay, now we're ready.
Now we're caught up. Now, please vote.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to tonight's consent calendar, I will stand for a motion to approve tonight's consent calendar.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Caskey with the move, Commissioner French on the second. Seeing no lights, please vote to approve tonight's consent calendar.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I would like to ask Mayor Mitchell, will you please come forward, please, for Resolution 18-04-014. Anyone else who would like to join Mayor Mitchell, the sponsor of the bill, if you would, please join him on this presentation. Mayor.
Hold on to it. Okay. Just.
At this time, I'd like to read this proclamation recognizing the staff of Allen Wick Community Club for their selfless dedication and service to the community center. Whereas Allen Wick Community Club was originated on June 10th, 1985 as a state-chartered, not-for-profit public service corporation, and it obtained the former Allen Wick School on August 9th, 1985 for recreational and community use. And whereas the community club founders immediately organized a youth basketball program that has operated continuously until today as a volunteer-managed program without any public funds. All operating expenses have been conveyed by the registration fees, concession sales, and contributions from members of the community. And whereas during those many years, more than 3,000 youth of our community and some from surrounding communities have participated in the Allen Wick Youth Basketball Program, and many have returned to help coach or to bring their children to play. And whereas the focus of the basketball program is to provide children with a structured environment for developing personal skills, team spirit, sportsmanship, and leadership, as well as providing opportunities for family involvement. And whereas, if not for all of the volunteer service and dedication to Allen Wick Community Club's youth basketball program, it would not be where it is today. A special thanks to Sharon and Ronnie Howard for their 29 years of dedication. Also to Jeffrey and Tiffany Wilburn for their combined 32 years of volunteer services and dedication. Now, therefore, we, Ed Mitchell, Mayor of Blount County, Tennessee, and the Blount County Board of Commissioners, assembled in regular session on the 19th day of April, 2018, do hereby proclaim the recognition and give appreciation to all the staff of Allen Wick Community Club. Their selfless dedication and service to the community center is to be commended. And I want to say, as a parent of a son that played in the Allen Wick basketball youth program about 28 years ago, I'll tell you right now, they have made a difference in a lot of young people's lives and have done a great thing for that community down there, and they are absolutely to be commended for their services. Thank you all very much.
Now we're all settled back. Moving on to item C, public input on items on tonight's agenda. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to the item on tonight's agenda? Seeing no hands, we'll move forward to item D, elections appointments. Stand for a motion on item D1.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Motion to approve by Mr. Bennett, second by Commissioner Bowers. Seeing no lights or discussions, please vote.
Mr. Chairman, there are 16 yes votes and 1 no vote.
Thank you very much. Moving forward to item number D2, Board of Equalization appointments. I'll stand for a motion to approve item D2. Commissioner Bowers on the move, second Commissioner Carter. Seeing no lights or questions, please vote to approve item D2.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Item D2 is approved. Moving forward, we have no unfinished business under item E. Moving to new business. I will stand for a motion to approve item F1, Library Fund.
So moved.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Carver, second by Commissioner French. Seeing no lights, please vote to approve item F1.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item F2, Resolution 18-04-002, General County, $5,000 state sex offender fees. Stand for a motion to approve.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Commissioner Caskey on the move, Commissioner Carver on the second. Seeing no lights or questions, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to Resolution 18-04-003, General County, reapportionment of funds for wellness program. I'll stand for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion, Commissioner Carver.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Caskey. Seeing no lights for questions, please vote.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving forward, Resolution 18-04-004, General Purpose School Funds. I'll stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner French on the move, Commissioner Carter on the second. Seeing no lights for questions, please vote to approve Resolution 18-04-004.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Moving on to item 5, Resolution 18-04-005, General Purpose Schools, $25,000. Stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner Akert, second, Commissioner Robbins. Seeing no lights, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 16 yes votes.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's approved. Moving to item number 6, Resolution 18-04-006, General County Juvenile Court. Stand for a motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner French on the move, Commissioner Carver on the second. Seeing no lights for questions, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 7, grant application request, TDEC Household Hazardous Materials. Stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner Cole, Second, Commissioner Carver. Seeing no lights for questions, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 8. BCSO grant requires action on trash collection. Stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner Akert, do I have a second? Second, Commissioner Cole. Seeing no lights for questions, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 9, Resolution 18-04-016. Resolution require County Board of Equalization members and county hearing officer to complete annual continuing education. I see a motion to approve by Commissioner Stinnett, second by Commissioner Robbins. I see no lights for questions, so please vote.
Mr. Chairman, there are 17 yes votes.
Thank you very much. Moving to item 10, Resolution 18-04-012, resolution to amend public records policy. I'll stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner Caskey on the move, Commissioner French on the second. Again, seeing no lights, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 16 yes votes and 1 no vote.
Thank you very much. Moving to item 11, Resolution 18-04-015. I'll stand for a motion to approve. Commissioner Crowe on the move, Commissioner Akert on the second. Commissioner Crowe, you're recognized.
Yes, I'd just like to say once again, I'm excited about this, and I would like to remind the commission that this passed unanimously first through our school board, and then it came back through our education committee unanimously, and I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with this week what's went on with state testing, but it's been a fiasco, so I could not think of a better possible time for Blount County to send a clear message to Nashville, so thank you.
Commissioner Daly, you're recognized.
Did you say Daly? Yes, I'm in favor of this too. I know ESSA is mentioned in here, and some people are concerned about that. And ESSA is a very demanding thing for our teachers and very invasive for the children. But the Tennessee Board of Education is placing even more burdens on our teachers and on our schools. So I think this is a good first step. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? Seeing no more lights, please vote to approve.
Mr. Chairman, there are 15 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 1 abstain.
Thank you very much. That approves. Moving on to announcements. The grand opening and ribbon cutting for the new location of the Blount County Soil Conservation Extension Office will be Friday, April 20th from 3:30 until 6 at the Blount County Operations Center, 1219 MacArthur Road. Education Committee meeting has been rescheduled for noon Thursday, May 3rd at Carpenter's Elementary. Beer Board will meet on Tuesday, May 8th at 6 p.m. in the Blount County Courthouse, room 430. The Agenda Committee will be on Tuesday, May 8th, 6:30 p.m. in room 430. And the next regular commission meeting will be here on Thursday, May 17th at 7 p.m. in this room. That's all of the announcements I have. Does anyone else have statements or announcements? Seeing no statements or announcements, we'll move on to public input. hit your button again, because it's not showing up, sir. Okay, now I see you hit the wrong button.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Commissioner French, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to address issues related to last week's Blount County Agenda Committee meeting. And while I know these issues are a moot point now, I feel it very important that the citizens of this county know the facts regarding those issues. First of all, I take exception to several of the articles that were in the newspaper regarding the resolution regarding new auditors. These articles are reminiscent of newspapers of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. And I'm not quoting that because I was reading those articles at that time, but I'm referring to the history books that I have read. I'm an old buzzard, but I'm not that old. In my opinion, the research and review of the audit process mentioned in these articles did not do justice to the Blount County citizens and did not reveal all of the facts. I think the people of this county deserve to know the whole truth. Therefore, this old buzzard, and that's what some people like to call me, went on a fact-finding mission and conducted a little research of my own. And by the way, flattery will get you nowhere. I too spoke with several individuals in the Comptroller's office. And to name these individuals, they were the same Mr. John Dunn, who is a public information officer for the Comptroller's office. His contact information is 615-401-7755. I spoke with Mr. Brian Berkland, who is the Assistant Director for the Division of Local Government Audit. His contact information is 615-401-7841. And I also spoke to Mr. David Sturdivant. He's a contract audit manager for the Division of Local Government Audit. His contact information, 615-401-7841. Now, please bear with me because this is a rather lengthy statement, but I feel very, very adamant that the people of this county need to know these facts. Most of the times, when we reach out with a positive attitude to contact the appropriate individuals and ask the pertinent questions, we're going to discover some interesting and eye-opening facts. In several conversations with the Comptroller's office with these three individuals, I was able to ascertain the following facts. First of all, I'd like to read a statement that's on the Division of Local Government Audit's website. The Division of Local Government Audit is responsible for the audits of all local governmental entities with statutory audit requirements, as well as certain nonprofit and for-profit organizations that are publicly funded. In conversations with these folks, I learned that a private audit is a three-party contract between the entity being audited, the Comptroller's office, and the private certified public accountant firm that conducts the audit. The Comptroller, according to statute, based on various pertinent factors, and at his discretion, may, and I repeat may, and it says, and it doesn't say will or should or shall or is required to, but he may at his discretion approve not only the private CPA firm that conducts the audit, but he also has the discretion of accepting that audit itself. The fee charged by the Comptroller's Office to conduct an annual audit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017 was 37 cents per capita based on the 2010 census. In Blount County's case, that was 123,010, and you can do the math to figure out what the audit cost. This fee will increase 3% per year, or about a penny a year, or at the Comptroller's discretion, he may leave it alone, or he may reduce the fee depending on the work performed. And this fee is standard across the state. It's not one fee for one county and one fee for the other. It's standard across the state. According to all three sources at the Comptroller's Office, the fee charged by the Comptroller's Office constitutes approximately 20% of the true cost of an annual audit. 20%. Now, the Comptroller's Office picks up or subsidizes the remaining 80%. So a quick math lesson tells you it's going to be about 5 times what for a private audit than what a Comptroller audit will cost you. In our case, the 2017 audit fee, and when I say our, I mean Blount County, at 37 cents per capita and at 123,010 population, it was around $45,000. A little bit more if you do the math, but the actual cost based on records that we have in the finance office was actually a little bit less. If we did have a private firm perform that audit based on the figures we got, it would have cost about $235,000. Now, this fee could vary slightly depending on the private CPA firm and the scope of work involved. The information that was reported that 5 counties, Shelby, Davidson, Hamilton, Knox, and McMinn, are audited by private CPA firms, but was correct. This was true for the fiscal year ending in 2017. However, a little additional research and a few more questions discovered that in the years preceding 2017, there were actually 6 counties being audited by private CPA firms. The 6th county just happened to be Washington County. And folks, that's the county we get compared to quite a bit. So please, and again, I ask you, please bear with me. I've got a few more facts from the Comptroller's Office that I'd like to present. That being said, the cost of the Washington County audit conducted by a private CPA firm for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016 was $151,000. The cost of the Washington County audit conducted by the Comptroller's Office for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017, a year later, was $45,503. That's a savings of over $100,000 if the Comptroller Office performed that audit. As for the remaining 5 counties, the cost of their audits conducted by private CPA firms for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017, these are the costs of their audits. Shelby County, $457,950. Davidson County, $880,000. Now, these are all performed by private CPA firms. Hamilton County, $171,250. Knox County, $296,434. McMinn County, $39,000. And here's another startling fact that I discovered. From 2008 to 2016, Washington County's annual audit was performed by the same private CPA firm. It's amazing. The same one. And I believe we were chastised for having the same Comptroller's office do our audit. The same private CPA firm has conducted the annual audit for Shelby County since 2008. The same private CPA firm has conducted the annual audit for Hamilton County since 2014. The same private CPA firm has conducted the annual audit for Knox County since 2012. And the same private CPA firm has conducted the annual audit for McMinn County since 2008. Now let me clarify that a minute. I'm talking about 5 separate CPA firms. I'm not talking about the same firm conducting the audit for all these counties. The counties are responsible for obtaining their private CPA firm, but that has to be approved by the Comptroller. So each county had a different CPA firm performing those audits during those years. In conclusion, I'd like to ask a few rhetorical questions. First, how is it in the best interest of Blount County to not reveal the people that you talk to, not reveal the sources, the people you talk to in the Comptroller's office? Second, how is it in the best interest of Blount County to assume, and folks, I learned in my sophomore year in high school from no high school football coach what happens when you assume. But how is it in the best interest to assume that 2 members of the community speak for the entire population of Blount County? How is it in the best interest of the citizens of Blount County to present only a fraction of the pertinent facts concerning this issue? And finally, how is it in the best interest of Blount County to ask Blount County to spend 4 to 5 times the current cost of an audit by hiring a private CPA firm? I would respectfully ask that in the future, that all pertinent facts and information be provided to the citizens of Blount County and let them be the judge. As I stated earlier, they deserve to know the whole truth. Finally, I'd like to read a statement from the Tennessee Comptroller of the Treasury's website, Mr. Justin P. Wilson. It was posted on his website January 24, 2018. Headline: Blount and Williamson counties receive clean audit reports. Tennessee Comptroller Justin P. Wilson is pleased to announce that 2 additional Tennessee counties have achieved a distinctive honor. Blount and Williamson counties have each received a clean audit report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017. Both audits were completed without any findings. Only a select number of Tennessee counties will receive an audit report without a finding indicating weaknesses or deficiencies in government operations. These audits each revealed a strong system that allows for accurate financial reporting and clear checks and balances that help protect taxpayer money. Blount and Williamson County residents should be encouraged that county leaders and elected officials are taking their responsibilities seriously. This achievement is especially significant for Blount County, which has received a clean audit report for the third year in a row. A clean audit is a positive sign that a county government is on track, said Comptroller Justin P. Wilson. I commend all of the elected officials, leaders, and county staff who have committed to a well-run government. This is an accomplishment worth celebrating. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank this honorable commission.
Thank you, Mr. French.
By the way, Mr. Chairman, those facts can be found on the Comptroller's website or through contact with his office.
Thank you very much, sir. Anyone else? Moving on to, I'm sorry, Mr. French, did I turn your mic off too quick?
Yes, sir. I have one more statement. I'm sorry. Please bear
You've
with
already
me.
taken more time in the whole meeting, so go right ahead.
But I have to speak to this issue here because it's dear to my heart. And when you hear it, you'll understand. I want to gather my thoughts for a few seconds. I really love this American democratic process. It really brings out the best in people and displays their true colors.
Please be very careful.
I'm not addressing any.
Okay.
I'm addressing one of the terms that are used because it is, I
Thank
think, an affront to some of the people I'm getting ready to talk about. It is unclear to me from reading this document that these so-called Blount County defenders, who they are, because there is no endorsement provided with this piece of literature, nor is there anything provided on the literature. So I don't know who the Blount County, these Blount County defenders are. However, if the individuals listed on this document are truly Blount County defenders, or claim to be, then I would like to enlighten them a little bit. The true Blount County defenders are the hundreds of police officers in the Blount County Sheriff's Department, the Maryville Police Department, the Alcoa Police Department, the hundreds of firefighters and volunteers of the various fire departments throughout our county, the hundreds of rescue personnel throughout our county, and the hundreds of ambulance personnel throughout our county who proudly lay their lives on the line daily in order that our citizens can enjoy the safe and secure environment in which we live. The true Blount County defenders are the 11,283 Blount County veterans of the various armed forces who willingly volunteered several years of their lives in defense not only of this county, but of this great country of ours. The true Blount County defenders are the 5,000 to 6,000 veterans being assisted by the Veterans Affairs Office of Blount County. The true Blount County defenders are the 2,664 disabled Blount County veterans, such as our own Commissioner, Mr. Brian Robbins, who have not only given of their time, but also sacrificed their bodies in defense of this county. I need to gather myself. The true Blount County defenders are the hundreds of active duty personnel who are at this very minute defending your right to claim their rightful title, Blount County Defender. The true Blount County Defenders are the 250 Blount County veterans that pass away each year. And I ask you self-proclaimed Blount County Defenders, whoever you are, I ask you to come by and visit our Blount County Courthouse. And while you're here, I'd like for you to walk out to the front lawn and pay homage to the Blount County War Memorial. These Blount County veterans of all the wars and conflicts in which this country has been involved since the Revolutionary War, their names are inscribed on this monument. They are the true Blount County Defenders who paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of this country and county. You wannabe Blount County Defenders are so proud of this title that you don't, none of you have endorsed this, or none of you have identified yourselves. Oh, by the way, we the people, we the citizens of Blount County would like to know how many of you are actually Blount County veterans. Oh, I know that some of you will proclaim that you don't have to be a veteran to be a Blount County Defender. But let me tell you something. This old buzzard is from the old school. And instead of bold written proclamations and brash oral statements, my mom and daddy taught me a long time ago. And I was raised on the principle that actions speak louder than words. So please, defenders, whoever you are, step forward and identify yourselves. The citizens of Blount County deserve to know who you are. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Please come to order. Please come to order. Please come to order. Commissioner Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to apologize to the citizens of this county for the tyrannical behavior that took place the last agenda meeting. It was a disgrace. We live in a republic, not a tyranny. And I'd like to apologize to Mr. Harry Grothjohn personally. I did not speak that evening in defense of him with him being cut off. It's a shame to Blount County when a citizen comes forward to speak and they're called out and not allowed their 3 minutes to speak. It's totally uncalled for. And for people to be calling Mike being cut off because someone was being accused of slander and no such slander took place is just totally unruly and no way to handle public business. And on the, as far as the audit goes, there's no record in any of the audit committee meetings that it was discussed that the Comptroller's office would be seeing that, where they discussed that we would be seeing about different auditors coming into the county. And thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no additional lights, we'll go on to, all right, folks, you're going to have to hit these buttons a little bit harder for me. Commissioner Caskey, you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, let me just correct one little thing here. Mr. Grothjohn's mic was not cut off. The point of order was raised, and before I could even rule on a point of order, Mr. Grothjohn sat down. His mic was not cut off. That is not true.
Going forward, moving on to item H, public input on items not on the agenda. Anyone wish to speak to the item not on tonight's agenda? Ma'am, if you would, please come forward, identify yourself, and please let us know where you vote.
8, I vote in Townsend.
Thank you.
I'm coming, reporting on, I got an email, as you know, I'm running for election, from a citizen in District 8 Billy Bryant, who lives on Cessna Way. I believe he emailed every commissioner along with the highway. Did you get it? Along with the highway, about a concern he has about his driveway on Cessna Way out by the airport out there in Seymour.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a gravel driveway that when the bus comes in, it backs up and drops off his grandson and then goes back on its way on Eljoy Road. But in the backing up, it has created I don't know, it's not ditch, but anyway, it's because of the size of the bus that's taken part of the road. It's doing damage to a road that they maintain. So he had emailed and asked that it would be presented, maybe that could be blacktopped or paved, just maybe 60 feet, I guess, is the length of a bus, I have no idea. He sent me a picture, it just backs in and then goes out to preserve their road. He's not asking for the entire road to be paved, he's just asking for the bus, which comes from Prospect Elementary, is where the grandson goes to school. So I'm just relaying that message to the board for him.
Thank you, but it has gotten to the proper individual, correct, Superintendent Hitter?
He didn't hear back from anybody, so he wasn't
Okay.
sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? Come forward and please identify yourself.
Jim Hinkle, District 10. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I wish to speak in regard to an article that appeared in the Daily Times on Sunday, April the 15th. And it was devoted to our 3 female commissioners who chose not to run again because they'd been ineffective. And that's about the only thing in that article that I agreed with. They went on to mention a large property tax. Well, the last survey I did in regard to the property tax, Blount County was ranked about 45th in the state, 40-something ahead of us, 40-something behind us. And I would venture to say that Blount County, the citizens of this county, get more bang for the buck than any other county in the state. You look at our school system, you look at our law enforcement in conjunction with Alco and Maryville Police Department. You look at the Blount partnership that has worked diligently in bringing in new industry with good paying jobs. And it goes on and on and on. And I know the citizens of this county aren't dummies by far. I know the ones I associate and talk to, I haven't heard them complaining about property tax increases. But I know when that was passed, the ones of you that had the intestinal fortitude to vote in favor of it, that would be a campaign issue in the next election, and it has been and will be. It goes on to say another large tax increase was the half-cent sales tax increase. Well, the reporter that wrote that, with all due respect, I don't think was even here when this really went down. And a lot of people probably don't know this, but Alcoa and Maryville had already passed that half-cent sales tax. And due to the fact that we were so late in approving for the county, if I'm not mistaken, it cost our county somewhere between $2 and $3 million. And I would just go on to say, you know, I've been taking the paper ever since I've been back almost 22 years, Daily Times and the News Sentinel. And it seems like they really enjoy writing negative stuff, and most of it is half-truths, and a lot of it is not true at all. But I would encourage the paper. I was hoping to see Carl Esposito this afternoon, the publisher of the Daily Times, but unfortunately he didn't show up where I usually see him. But anyway, I'd hate to know that I served on this commission for 4 years, and the only thing I could have recognition for is I voted no more than anybody else on the commission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Come forward, please, and identify yourself.
Keith Miller, District 4. I'd like to say 2 things that one is an observation, that it seems that now the precedent has been set for any commissioner who wants to speak on announcements and statements to go on for 20 minutes or so, if you so desire. The second thing I want to point out is that I am a veteran sergeant of the United States Marines in the infantry, 3.5 years of active duty, and I consider myself part of the Blount County Defender organization. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Stand for a motion to adjourn. This meeting's adjourned.